Hi everyone. So we're all focused about the consumer, what we buy, why we buy what we buy. So today we'll be looking at the GFK Consumer Confidence Index. So basically, it's the term GFK it's an index that helps us understand what consumers are thinking about when it comes to spending, how confident they are in the current economy, and also the sort of the expectations for the future. So what this index does, it does interview, survey about 2,000 people spread across different sort of demographics like age, income, social class, and the rest. So generally, it's got two sort of extreme in scores. So you got minus 100, which means they've got extreme pessimism in the economy, and then plus 100, which means they've got extreme optimism in the economy. So what it does is every month it comes up with a score that helps businesses understand how confident people are when it comes to their spending for the future or spending for the present. Generally, what this index does, it does ask about 2,000 people 5 questions. So those 5 questions kind of forms the entire index. So some of this, so we'll look at some of the questions. So the first question it does ask people, it does ask them in terms of the change in the household's financial situation over the last 12 months. So generally, in the last 12 months, as example, have they had a pay rise, or has someone lost a job? Like if the household financial situation has it changed? Is it changed positively or negatively? So that's the first question. And the next question looks at the expectation of the household financial situation in the next 12 months. So generally, are they expecting a new job, a new role, a new bonus? Like, is the household income set to increase or decrease in the next 12 months? So that's a key indicator. The next factor is also the change in that general economic situation in the country. So generally, over the last 12 months, so they look at the person, so the individual, and also they look at the country level. What's changed in the country's economic situation in the last 12 months? Example, have we had a higher sort of like unemployment rate, or have we had low job opportunities in the country? So people are asked what they think about the country's economic situation in the last 12 months, and then they now help them to look forward. Like, what's the general expectation for the country's economy in the next 12 months? So they look at the individual level and the country level, last 12 months and also the next 12 months. And then the final question they ask them is around their in terms of their willingness to spend on sort of high ticket items or household items. So generally, it's like whether they're looking into making a major household purchase. It might be a car, it might be a house, it might be so in terms of like how, if they're not looking to make any major household purchase, it just tells you they don't really have strong optimism in the economy. So this looks at all of these questions, and businesses can look at this, look at the GFK score and index to help, it helps businesses to allocate like things like marketing expense, like pricing, things like production. If the score is very low, for example, if it's in the high minuses, then maybe businesses might reduce the price, have more sales, have more offers for people looking to just encourage buy and people to buy more. And if the score is quite promising, then maybe companies might release more range of items, more luxury items, sort of maximize on price, and also invest a lot more in marketing. So GFK score is so good for us to understand the consumer sentiment and how willing are people when it comes to like spending, and the confidence they have in their own personal financial situation, and also the country's economy. So generally it gives a score a weight. So there's a 40 and a 60% split. So what it does allocate a percentage to the current situation, and also like a 60% sort of weight to the 12-month outlook, both from an individual and also a kind of a national or countrywide situation. So the UK, generally in the month of October, the GFK score for the UK improved. It was minus 19 in September. It's now improved to minus 17. So it's improved against sort of expectation, because the expectation was that it was going to drop to -20, but it improved to -17. And this might be down to Black Friday sale. Maybe people are looking forward to better deals on Black Friday, and this is also against the fact that there's a so the autumn budget will be announced very soon. So the GFK score is so important for us to understand consumer confidence and how willing people are to spend. So we'll continue to explore data, explore reports, explore just content around consumer behavior, consumer spending, consumer confidence, consumer preferences, changing consumer habits. Just a science. We're just here to explore kind of the science of consumer behavior. So by doing this, we want to help businesses make more informed decisions. We also want to help professionals like marketers, strategists as well, and also product managers, just to understand where consumers are spending, how their habits are changing, and how to sort of like meet them at these sort of like places. So overall, I hope you found this video insightful around the GFK score and consumer spending. And until next time, we'll keep exploring the consumer. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.